the Rushville Consolidated High School Marching Band.
Connersville comes back out onto the field. Momentarily, we'll see the Rushville Lions bust through that little balloon apparatus at the end of the field. I'm not sure what they call that, but
I don't know what that is either, a tunnel.
It's kind of cute, though.
Well, a while ago, I did sit down and talk to assistant coach Kyle Fisher, and let's hear what he had to say. Kyle Fisher, assistant coach for the Connersville Spartans, joins us on the Parts Pro pregame show. Coach, filling in tonight for Coach Jackson, and always go back and look at the game before. South Dearborn, we were able to score late in that game, but South Dearborn greatly improved over previous years.
Yes, that they were. They came out pretty aggressive and caught us by surprise there.
Anything that you take away from that game that you were able to work on this week?
Yeah, we took a lot of the X's and O's that we learned from that game and kind of implemented in what we need to improve on for this week.
Well, tonight we're on the road. I don't have to tell you, you're from Connersville, that the Rushville-Connersville rivalry is a big one. And both teams come in at 0-4, so something's got to give.
Yes, sir. I've been a part of it. I graduated from Connersville in 2009, so I've lived and breathed it my whole life. But it's an 0-4 team on both sides, and somebody's got to come out victorious today.
I was looking at Rushville's previous seasons, and the last game they won was in overtime here against Connersville in 2019.
Yes, sir. Hopefully we come out here today and we change that narrative and we come out to win.
What can we expect to see from Rushville?
We expect to see a very physical team. They're always physical, especially against us. It'll be a smash-mouth team. Be a very aggressive, and we'll win in the trenches. It's going to be a win or loss in the trenches.
So what do we got to do then to go home a winner?
We got to come out and do the little things right. We've got to tackle, we've got to block, we've got to do things that we know we can do, and we've practiced all week to do.
Tackling seems like it's been a problem the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, we've had a few issues here and there with tackling. We've been working a lot on that the past couple of weeks, so hopefully we got those things fixed.
Practice going all right this week?
Yes, it's been a great week of practice. We've been really focused and really maintaining a goal of coming out with a victorious this week.
There's a trophy being played for. I believe we're in possession of that trophy right now because we beat them last year at Spartan Field.
Yes, it hasn't been in Connersville High School for multiple years, back-to-back years and multiple years. So hopefully we get to change that this year and again come out victorious and bring it back home for everybody there to see.
Be a big boost going into next week as we're playing a team we don't really know anything about, Simon Kenton out of Kentucky next week.
Yes, so we're just now starting to get some film on them, so we're still learning about them. Still got lots of film to break down with them. We've just been focused on Rushville.
All right, Kyle, well, good luck tonight. Some big shoes to fill here in Coach Jackson's absence, but I think you can do it. And that was Kyle Fisher, assistant coach for the Connersville Spartans. Dave Pollard and I'll be back with more in 60 seconds. This is Spartan Football on KMix 106.9.
Strong safety number 5, Jack Barnes. Free safety number 84, Holly Fuller.
Is your knee pain getting worse? For the work, the play, the everyday, the experienced orthopedic surgeons in Newcastle offer pain-relieving knee surgery options. Don't wait to enjoy life again. Trust the knee surgery experts at Henry County Center for Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine in Newcastle. Call 765-521-7385 for your appointment at Henry County Center for Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, a Henry Community Health Medical Group.
Union Savings and Loan is an old-school community bank founded in Connersville in 1892 and still locally owned and operated today. Union Savings and Loan offers hometown service with great rates on CDs and deposit accounts and local loan approvals when you need financing. They also have a trust department. And with 2 locations in town, downtown at 730 Central Avenue and uptown at 500 West 30th Street, Union Savings and Loan is truly Connersville's hometown bank. Union Savings and Loan, people you know, neighbors you trust. Union Savings and Loan is an old-school community bank founded in Connersville.
Parts and Repair on East 5th Street, Connersville, taking care of your vehicle needs. As the Lions make their way onto the field, Spartans already across the way as they come on to a lot of fanfare. And, you know, this is a big game.
Yes, it is.
Both teams 0-4. This could be and we hope not, but this could be the only win for one of these teams this year.
Well, they play a tough schedule. Both schools do, and we've already seen that so far. But you still have to get out there and play the game. Both teams play on the same field conditions, which is great. You walked across the field. A friend of mine told me that there's some dips and digs out there, that the field's not quite what we're used to at Spartan Field, but it is what it is, and both teams have to play on it.
They have to, they have to put their feet in the same holes. But it's an interesting field. It's really crowned predominantly in the middle there. I mean, it crowns and then goes back out flat some.
We got captains Lynch and Pearson, quarterback Pearson, going out for the ceremonial coin toss. I think that toss has already been made and the decision's been made. It's just the official going to give the indication as to who does what.
I'm not sure why they do that, but ahead of time and then go out and have a ceremony. But
I think they do that coin toss initially and make it official with both coaches, head coaches. So there's no mix-up or misinterpretation of the coin toss, and that's vitally important. Rushville is going to receive, and they're going to decide which end they want to defend. So game time temperature tonight is powered by J&J Jewelry. Every day is a gift. Make each one special. Let J&J Jewelry show you how. Today's game time temperature is...
It's a sunny 85 degrees. It feels like 89. It will be cooling off as the night goes on. The Lions come out in the home black uniforms, red numerals trimmed in white. Spartans across the way in the road white uniforms, white helmets, red numerals. As we await both teams to come out onto the field as they put 12 minutes on the clock. It's 7 o'clock. You're listening to the home of the Spartans, 106.9 FM and AM 1580 WLPK Connersville. Glad you could join us here tonight for exciting high school football in the Eastern Indiana Athletic Conference. As Spartans all lined up clear over on one side, and we'll see if they stay over there. We saw them do that a few years ago, but not under Coach Jackson. So just about ready to get underway here. As still trying to get things set, and the whistle blows. So Spartans coming to the line, and now with the call of the game, the voice of the Spartans, Dave Pollard.
Thank you very much, Sam. Nolan Shaw will kick off from the Connersville 40-yard line. Back deep, one of the deep men is Dylan Thompson. He's also a wide receiver for the offense. So Nolan Shaw puts his foot into it, and a nice kick as it goes into the end zone. It's going to come out to the 20-yard line. So that's the best kickoff that I've seen Nolan Shaw do this season. So he kicked that into the end zone. Nobody had a chance to return that for the line.
It was a low kick, but a long kick.
Right, a line drive kick into the end zone.
So hopefully that's the sign of good things to come here tonight.
Quarterbacking for the Rushville Lions tonight is number 7, Harper Miller. Running back is Landon Browning. Also at running back, Matt Komalak. So Rushville, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Lined up in a shotgun formation is Miller. Sets a man in motion and keeps it himself, and he's across the 20-yard line, but doesn't gain much. So he's going to bring up second down, and probably it's going to be second down and 10 as they place it right at the 20-yard line. So
just a gain of inches that time.
Good job by the Spartan defense to stop the run up the middle. Coming out on defense for the first time with Connersville Spartans. As we've got a lot of players playing on defense that play on offense as well. So we'll be calling their numbers as they play defense. Again, Miller lines up in a shotgun formation and hands the ball off to the running back. And he tries to go up the middle again, and nothing there. Is number 17 for Rushville. I don't have their roster here in front of me. You've got that roster over there. And
what was the number? I'm sorry.
Number 17.
For the Spartans?
No, for Rushville.
Oh, Adam Sizemore. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Adam Sizemore.
I'm listening to you and getting messages at the same time. I need to listen to you.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Maybe 3rd down, make it 9 as they give him a yard on that run. Miller takes the snap and hands the ball off again to the running back Sizemore. Goes over left tackle and gets across the 25-yard line. So pick up a few yards on the play, but it's also going to bring up 4th down. It looks like Rushville is going to bring out some players and switch players, and they're going to punt the football to the Connersville Spartans. So Connersville has a chance to get good field position with this punt.
It's the best defensive start to a game for the Spartans I've seen this year.
Yes, absolutely. So Gavin Lynch back at the Connersville 45 to receive the punt, end over end, and a fair catch called by Lynch, and he lets it bounce. It's going to bounce right at the 30, make that the 46-yard line. So Connersville will start with good field position at their own 46-yard line, 1st and 10. Nice field here as we have a scoreboard on each end of the field.
Yes.
That makes it nice for me as I don't have to strain and look out the window or rely on you to strain and look out the window.
What are you trying to say there?
Well, we
just nice to have 2 scoreboards.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So they're going to place the nose of the football right at about just inside the 46-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, Connersville ball. Their first series on offense at 9:52 here in this first quarter. Coming to the near side to the left is Chad Owens. Gavin Pearson, quarterback, ready to take the snap. A little movement on the defensive line, but no flag as they get back in their stance. They're going to send extra players, and Chad Owens is open downfield. He's got the ball. He misses one tackle, and he's going to be tackled right at the 15-yard line of Rushville. So a good pass from Gavin Pearson to Chad Owens. We just talked about him being on his near side in front of us here. A nice catch. He missed one tackle, made one tackle miss, and then at 15-yard, make it the 16 or 17-yard line. 1st and 10, Connersville up to the line. And hand off to the first running back through. That's going to be Carter DeBoard. And just like that, Rushville was ready for that, so you're going to lose yardage on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
But they're down there in scoring position.
Can't move backwards. You can't have penalties. You've got to move the football, continue to move the football down the field. But first running play goes nowhere. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the 13-yard line of Rushville. Pearson looking to take the snap. Carter DeBoard on the move to the right. Pearson going to run with the football. Got some blockers up front. And he's going to be stopped inside the 10-yard line. And we got the official timeout as he stops the clock.
Okay. Not sure why he stopped the clock. But
now he winds the clock as Pearson goes to the sideline to get instructions from the coaching staff. Comes back out to the huddle.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
We've got Gavin Pearson, a quarterback. Looks over the defense. Chad Owens here to the near side. Going to pass to him in the end zone. He tries to make the catch. Ball's incomplete as Rushville Lion had the arms all over his arms. But right at the football was received, and already a little chirping going on between a couple of players, one on each side.
Yeah, over the years, there's no love lost.
So now it brings up 4th down for the Connersville Spartans. Nolan Shaw will line up to kick a field goal. And we've seen this happen before, and he does a good job. So going for the 3-point field goal, Nolan Shaw. Snap is down, kick is up, and
no good.
No good. It's wide to the left. So the Spartans leave points on the field as they got downfield with a nice pass from Gavin Pearson to Chad Owens, but stalls right at the 13-yard line. So the field goal is no good. So we're still tied at 0-0, 8:25 to go here in this first quarter.
Could be one of those nights. Points
could be at a premium, or these teams get untracked and then shake the nerves off, and they can put a lot of points on the board. Rushville has only 7 points so far this season, so it's Connersville's time to put this game away as quickly as possible. Miller, quarterback. 1st and 10 from the 20. Man in motion to Sizemore. Miller drops the football, and see who got it. Connersville thinks they do.
Pointing.
Connersville thinks they got it. And
They're still wrestling for it.
And Connersville does have the football as the ball come loose as Miller tried to keep it on himself. And the defense shook the ball loose, and Connersville recovers. So now they have another opportunity to put points on the board. And they'll take over at the 16-yard line of the Lions. So 1st and 10 Spartans. 8:18 to go here in the first quarter. Just getting started here tonight. Glad you're with us. Gavin Pearson with Kyle Seifert to his right. Going to pass. Comes to the far side and overthrows everybody. Throws it out of bounds. And he intended that time for Braden Jones, but it was over everybody's head.
Yes, way over.
It might have slipped out of his hands. And
I got 3 more tries here.
yes, they do. Going to the far side is Braden Pearson. Coming to the near side is Braden Jones. Lynch in the slot. Pearson takes a snap, looking for someone to pass to. Now going to have to run with the football. Still looking to the end zone. Finds a man wide open, but goes over his head. And so falls incomplete as it was intended for Braden Pearson. That brings up 3rd down and 10 from the Lions' 16-yard line. This is where you have to make hay, so to speak, as an old farmer's term. It's you got opportunities, you have to take advantage of them, especially with a team like Rushville. You cannot let Rushville's team get confidence that they can beat you by missed opportunities. Going to the far right side is Braden Pearson. Coming to the near side over here to the far left is Chad Owens. Lynch in the slot. Pearson going to run with it. Still running with it. Got some blockers out front. Misses one tackle, and he's at the goal line. And let's see where they're going to mark it. They're going to mark him short, but they're going to give him a 1st down. And so they're going to move the chains, give him a 1st and goal. First downs are powered by Hickory Creek of Connersville on North Grand Avenue across from
Grandview School.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So 1st and goal for the Connersville Spartans. Ball placed at the Rushville 2-yard line. Again, another golden opportunity for the Spartans to put points on the board. Clock continues to run, coming up at 7:35. Kyle Seifert to the left of Pearson, this time in the backfield. Lynch in the slot. Pearson takes a snap, hands the ball off to Seifert, tries to get over to the right side, and no place to go. And it's going to bring up 2nd down. So you've got to try these things early in this first quarter, because that way you'll know what will work and won't work in the 4th quarter.
So 2nd and goal here for the Spartans.
One clock says 7 is running and the other clock is not. So
okay.
Pearson with Seifert to his left, again from the 2-yard line. And Pearson's going to be chased, and now he's going to have to hold the football and get sacked. So another loss of yardage for the Spartans as clock ticks down to 6:35, and it's going to bring up 4th down now for the Spartans. Ball placed at the 8-yard line, so a 6-yard loss for Pearson as he had to eat the football as the blocking broke down on the offensive line. They got 11 players, and so do we. Somebody has to block somebody.
Somebody's got to.
Seifert to the left of Gavin Pearson. Passes to the near side, over the head that time of Braden Pearson, just too high. And now it's going to bring up 4th down. And
so they're going to bring Shaw back out? Doesn't look like it.
And Pearson's going to come back out to the huddle. So it's 4th down and goal. Again, a chance for the Spartans to get on the scoreboard here for the 2nd time in as many 3 or 4 minutes here. Pearson takes a snap, looks for someone to pass to, goes to the end zone, and he's got a man, and it is Caught. Braden Pearson.
Okay, I
catches.
thought he missed it.
Touchdown. Connersville, they put the first 6 points on the board. Comes with 6:05 to go. Again, Braden Pearson making the catch from Gavin Pearson. So they put 6 points on the board, and now Nolan Shaw will kick the PAT. This was an opportunity for Connersville. You had to put points on the board this time because you can't let this Rushville team get confidence. Snap is back, kick is up between the uprights, and it's good. So with 6:05 to go here in the first quarter, Connersville puts the points on the board. They lead 7-0.
And we'll keep it right here for now. And Dave, defense got us there.
Yes, it did.
Able to recover that fumble, and we got a fresh set of downs, and Spartans able to get it down and get a first down and then get a touchdown. So like what I see so far on both sides of the football.
Right. The 8-yard touchdown pass from Pearson to Pearson.
So they just have to continue to play good defense, and that's what we've seen so far here tonight.
Coaching staff talking to the Spartans as Nolan Shaw will come out to the 40-yard line and kick off to the Rushville, as Shaw had to get the football and the tee. So this will be the third opportunity for Rushville, as Rushville received the opening kick and Connersville turned it over on downs, and Rushville had a second opportunity but fumbled the football. Connersville got it back and put points on the board. Once again, we say when you have opportunities like that, you've got to make it happen. Connersville comes out. Nolan Shaw will put his foot into the football. The first kickoff of the game went line drive and right into the end zone. Nobody had a chance to return that football.
See if he can do it again.
He's getting better at kicking each and every game, I've noticed. And the kick is another line drive, and he goes to the left end zone, and it goes into the end zone. Another fine kick by Shaw.
Just about the same spot there, Dave.
Same spot, yes. I think maybe he's been hitting for that coffin corner, as they used to call it. So it comes out to the 20-yard line. Rushville will take over 1st and 10. So we got a booth full of folks here today doing their jobs, and
good to see my good friend Jeff Hauser, a Connersville alum, retired teacher here at Rush Consolidated High School. Terrific man.
Harper Miller, quarterback for the Rushville Lions, with Sizemore in the backfield. Waiting to take the snap, does, and hands the ball off to Sizemore. He's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play. Going to be stopped at about the 5-yard line. Biggest pickup on yardage for the Lions, as they do not huddle up. As the offensive line will just come up to the line and get ready. So kind of like a little bit of hurry up. Miller waiting for the snap. Hands the ball off again to Sizemore. Got running room and finally brought down across the 30-yard line. He's going to pick up a first down for the Rushville Lions.
Comes at 5:37 to play here in the first period. Their first down of the night.
Lions again up quickly to the line. Harper Miller, quarterback, takes the snap, hands the ball off again to the running back, goes up the middle, still on his feet, breaks a couple tackles, and gets across the 40-yard line. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and about a long 2, a short 3. As it is hurry-up offense. Keeps the defense on its toes, and we got a timeout by the official. And
see what this is all about.
Officials going out to talk to one another.
Sideline warning.
So we got
blood. Blood on one of the players, so he'll have to come out.
So coming out.
Oh, his knees were not covered. I didn't.
Rushville lineup that you have over there.
As soon as I can put my fingers on it, here it is.
All right. Coming out wide receiver, number 88, which is not on the roster, so we'll call him number 88, but now it is 2nd and 2.
And now officials blow the whistle again.
Delay of game as the play clock ran down to 0, so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. And the coaching staff from Rushville is out on the field arguing with the official. It's not going to do any good.
That didn't get you anywhere.
No, I've learned that.
Blue.
And I've done that before, so it's not going to do any good.
Yeah.
They're going to change their mind.
Those people argue with you out there at Alclina when you're calling those games? Not too much,
Not when I'm behind the plate.
No.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 7. Ball going to be placed back at the 36-yard line. As after the huddle up, the Lions come up to the line. Spartan defense ready now, 2nd and 7. Man in motion. And keeping it this time is Miller. And he's got a couple people to beat. He goes back inside and picks up a 1st down, though, but brought down that time by Connersville, and a good job by the defense to keep him from going down the sideline. But they move the chains to pick up a 1st down, and right back at the line is the Lions. Miller takes the snap, hands the ball off again to Sizemore, goes over the left side, still on his feet, gets to the mid-stripe line, and that's where they'll stop play as he picks up some yardage. So it'll be 2nd down right at the 50-yard line. So the Lions trying to keep the Spartan defense off guard by moving up to the line quickly and snapping the ball quickly, but now they're going to huddle up as Miller comes to the sideline to get instructions from the coaching staff.
2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Lions looking to get into Spartan territory for the first time tonight. Miller puts a man in motion, takes the snap, he keeps it himself, goes up the middle, still on his feet, got one man to beat, and going into the end zone as Miller is going to score for Rushville. I don't see any flags, and just like that, Rushville has put 6 points on the board, coming with 3:36 to go here in this first quarter. So
Buckle your seatbelt. Could be one of them good ones here tonight.
Defense broke down that time, but good blocking up front.
Yeah.
And, you got guys that are kind of hanging on to your jersey. That's usually holding, but, we know all about that. And we'll just leave that one alone. Going for the extra
call
point.
Holding every time.
Absolutely. Going for the extra point now. One of the kickers is Jacob Hampton. Not sure that he's out there right now.
Can't see the number. Number 5.
Number 5 for them is Jack Barnes.
No, he's going to be the holder now.
Okay.
So it's number 45.
Number 45 is going to be the kicker, and we have no number 45 on their roster. Wouldn't you know it? Well, they're going for the extra point. Kick is up.
No good.
It's good.
Oh, it was good. Yep.
So with 3:36 to go in this first quarter, the score is now tied. Connersville 7, Rushville 7.
Just like that, it didn't take them long. Spartans scored with 6:05 to play, and here in the first, and the Lions come right back at 3:36 to play.
So we talked about points might be a premium, and then again, there might be a bunch of them before we're done and through.
Might be.
So,
and whoever has the most points at the end wins.
That's what I've heard.
You've told me that before.
Well, I've heard that, so, and I believe it.
Yeah.
Whoever has most points usually wins. We're just having fun. It's a great night to be here.
Yep. Shadows are long. The field, except for one little spot over there on the far side, about between the 25 and 30-yard line, is still in the sun, but everything else is shadowed. The visiting spectators across the way, though, they're still looking into the sun.
Most half of them are, yes. So Hampton will do the kicking off for the Rushville Lions. Will kick from his 40-yard line. Back to receive is Chad Owens, and Gavin Lynch is up close along with Jones for the Spartans. And we see a kickoff for the first time from the Lions. End over end, comes up short, and it goes to the board. Comes up the middle. He's ball in his left hand, and ball come loose, I think. And we'll see. And we got a flag. And I told you there was a little chirping going on out there. And the officials pointing to this sideline. So number 10, they're pointing a finger at him. Let's see what the call is going to be. I think it's going to be a personal foul.
The Spartans will retain possession here.
We haven't got the official signal from the official, but they're going to mark off 15 yards as I think number 10 for Rushville. See if he's on the roster. That's Jaden Rosa. And personal foul.
So an automatic first down.
Automatic first down. Any first down is powered by Hickory Creek of Connersville on North Grand Avenue, across from
Grandview School.
The ball is going to be placed at the 47-yard line of Connersville. Officials still talking and standing over the football. Coming to the near side is Jones. Far side is Pearson as they exchange footballs from the kicking football to the passing football. And some of the fans below us is not too happy with that call.
Like that, no.
Gavin Pearson ready to take the snap. To his left in the backfield is Kyle Seifert. And Rushville showing blitz as they back off. Middle linebackers. And they do come, but they back off. And now Pearson's going to have to run with the football. He's got a man wide open along the sideline. And into Rushville territory. Braden Pearson makes the catch from Gavin Pearson, and just like that, Connersville's got a first down. First downs are powered by Hickory Creek of Connersville on North Grand Avenue across from
Grandview School. You need to drive by and see their new electronic message board. It really looks nice.
Really looks nice. First down
at Grandview School while you're looking at beautiful Hickory Creek of Connersville.
Absolutely. First and 10 from the Rushville 37-yard line. Pearson with Kyle Seifert in the backfield. Pearson's going to pass. Short pass out to the right side, and again to Pearson, and just like that, a few yards picked up, but the pass is complete. So the passing game working fairly well for the Spartan offense. So again, we thought points might be a premium. Doesn't look that way so far, as both teams have been putting the football up and down the field. Ball placed at second down yardage just across the 30-yard line. Pearson takes the snap. Got a man down the field and jumps up on the football. It's caught at Chad Owens. And just like that, Connersville's picked up another first down. First down's powered by Hickory Creek of Connersville on North Grand Avenue across from,
tell me,
Grandview School.
There you go.
Your alma mater.
Yes.
Years ago.
I graduated from there.
Did you? Did you graduate?
Yeah.
Not just.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough of that football action. Spartans first down. First at the 5, first and goal. Pearson looking to put more points on the board. Coming to the near side and tried to get it to Braden Jones, but Jones was being face guarded. And actually the defender was between the ball and Jones had no chance, but the ball fell short anyway.
Yeah, probably good that it was short.
Yes.
Could have been intercepted.
So second down and goal. 2:23 to go first quarter. Both teams with 7 points. Seifert to the left of Pearson. Takes the snap. And going to keep it himself. Pearson's going to keep it himself. Run up inside into the end zone and touchdown Connersville. I see no flags. So just like that, with 2:19 to go in the first quarter, Connersville puts another 6 points on the board. And Nolan Shaw will come out to put the extra point on the board. So Gavin Pearson that time saw some blocking and saw some daylight and just ran that ball himself for a 5-yard TD. Waiting for the PAT. Kick is up. It's blocked. It's no good. And
that could come back and haunt.
That could come back to bite you. You got to get them when you can. So with 2:19 to go in the first quarter, it's the Connersville Spartans 13, Rushville Lions 7.
So we will expect that the next time Connersville gets a touchdown, that they'll probably go for 2 to try to get that back.
I would think so. That has been the norm for a lot of teams we've seen this year.
The moon coming up over into the east, and nearly a full moon. It's going to be a beautiful night here as it goes on.
As it cools off just a little bit, the fans are really going to really enjoy that. So it's 13-7 with 2:19 to go here in the first quarter. I was going to say something about it being a quick quarter, but I'm not going to do that.
Don't say that.
Okay, I won't. So kicking from the 40-yard line will be Nolan Shaw. And the first couple of kickoffs for him has been line drives, and Rushville has not had a chance to run anything back. And I think that's by design. I can't get inside the coaching staff's head, but I think there's a reason for that. As the Spartans come up to the 40-yard line waiting for the kickoff.
Play clock down to 12.
Shaw ready to put his foot into the football. Spartans
Down
ready.
to 4.
And the kick again is another low line drive kick, and it goes into the end zone. Same place, same left
all
corner.
3 times.
And it's going to come out to the 20-yard line. So by design, Nolan Shaw has done a great job of kicking the football into the end zone after points scored. Connersville with the 13 points, Rushville with the 7. Connersville left a point on the board by a blocked PAT by the Lions. Nolan Shaw is a sophomore, 6'2", 135. All these kids are tall when I get down there on the field.
Well, yeah.
Harper Miller, quarterback, hands the ball off to Sizemore, misses one tackle, and going to be tackled this time by Chance Bentley, number 55. So Gavin Lynch is also in on the tackle. So a pickup of about 2 yards on the play. We'll bring up second down. We'll call it second down and 7. Give him 3 yards on the run as the clock continues to wind down. Coming up on 1:50 to go here in the first quarter. Harper Miller ready to take the snap, man in motion. Going to keep it himself this time. Got some blockers out in front and arm tackle that time by the Spartans. And Connersville did keep him from getting a first down. And Barrows, yes. And another snap, running back, Sizemore. And Connersville's defense is going to keep him from getting first down. As the ball forward progress, they give him the 30-yard line, according to the line judge. So it's going to bring up fourth down.
4th and short.
And they're going to measure. They're going to stop the clock and measure to see if he did, in fact, get a first down. Some players get a chance to take a breather. Glad you're with us tonight as they turn the lights on here in the booth. The lights are on the field as they slowly walk across the field with the yard markers. Waiting for the measurement.
Yeah, they're taking their time. They want to get it right.
Absolutely. So
it's first down.
First down yardage picked up by the Lions. So Sizemore picks up. No, Miller carried the ball that time, picked up first down yardage. So they'll move the chains. Ball placed at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 Lions. Connersville leads 13-7. Minute 04 to go here in this first quarter.
Is that the first time we've seen them bring the chains out this year?
Yes, sir.
Into the 5th game here.
Yes, sir.
Week number 5 of high school football.
Lions come up to the line. Harper Miller, quarterback. Sizemore in the backfield. Wide receivers to the right and left. Man in motion. Gives the ball to Sizemore. And ball comes loose. Connersville's paused on it. And we got 4 or 5 Spartans on the football. And just like that, the handoff was muffed. And Connersville gets possession of the football and great field possession. Gets it inside the 25-yard line. They'll start there 1st and 10. So great defensive effort by the Spartans, Sam.
Yes, it was. Just under a minute to play here in the first period.
Now you need to put them away. While you've got your foot on the gas pedal, you need to press even harder. Need to keep your cool. You know, some chirping's been going on, and already a personal foul penalty against Rushville. Coming to the near side. Near us is Chad Owens. Braden Pearson to the far side. The board in the slot. Pearson over the middle. Got a man wide open. Is Braden Jones. Is he in the end zone? Yes, he is.
Touchdown.
And just like that is touchdown. So Pearson to Pearson as the pass over the middle, and touchdown for Connersville puts another 6 points on the board. So number 13 to number 5.
Go for 2 or 1 here.
And let's
We'll see what they do.
52 seconds that score was. Nolan Shaw is going to come out to kick the PAT unless we see a fake. But the 20th point on the board is going to be big. As we're waiting for the snap. And the kick is up. This time it's through the uprights and good. So with 52.8 seconds to go in the first quarter, it's the Connersville Spartans 20 and the Rushville Lions 7.
And that is good. Spartans, the only other time they've scored 20 points or more in a game so far this year was their opener at Richmond, where they scored 33. Their next high was against Scottsburg, where they'd scored 12 for the entire game. We're already at 20, and we still got 52 seconds to play here in the first.
And Connersville will be kicking off from their own 40-yard line. And Connersville's defense has really come to play tonight as they recovered 2 fumbles deep in Lions territory and put points on the board. As we talked earlier in this quarter, when you get those opportunities, you have to put points on the board.
Yep.
You can't let this team get up off the turf and get confidence. So Connersville breaks the huddle from the sideline. Will line up on the 40-yard line. 52 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And Shaw will be ready to kick the football, and I'd be surprised if he kicks it anywhere other than the left end of the end zone. A line drive kick. And again, another line drive kick, and it's going to be picked up, and it's going to go out of bounds, so that'll be a penalty. And didn't quite get it into the end zone.
The Rushville player almost picked it up, but he backed off.
Probably people yelling along the sideline, let it go, let it go, let it go.
Probably.
So
the first time where the Lions have had decent field position after a kickoff.
So instead of the 20-yard line, if it had gone into the end zone, a 15-yard penalty brings it out to the 35-yard line by it going out of bounds. I don't think Nolan Shaw will do that again.
No.
Well, 15 yards gave Rushville good field position at their own 35-yard line. Harper Miller quarterbacking for the Lions. Coming to the near side is Chase Wolf, and he's in motion. Hands it off to Sizemore. Goes over the left side, still on his feet. Connersville's going to push him back a little bit. Forward progress will give him about 4 yards on the play. So we'll call it 2nd down and 6 with the clock still running. And Lions will have to make a play.
They got to make a play. There's about 4 seconds difference in the clocks.
20-7, Connersville leads. And 20 seconds on the game clock, 12 on the play clock. Harper Miller, quarterback for the Lions, brings the Lions up to the line. Puts a man in motion. Again, that's Wolf. Hands the ball off. Tries to hand the ball off. Now he keeps it himself. Still on his feet, trying to break a couple tackles. Going to pick up a first down right at midfield stripe. As they stop the clock to move the chains, and then they'll wind the clock, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So the ball will be placed at 50-yard line, 1st and 10 Lions. Wind the clock, and that's the end of the first quarter as we have double zeros. And your score after 1 is your Connersville Spartans 20 and the Rushville Lions 7.
We'll be back with second quarter action in a minute. This is Spartan Football on KMX 106.9.
The place to eat in Connersville is Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Dine inside or carry out at home or where you work. Delivery from Mancino's is always free. The number to call, 825-6155. Choose from a large menu, and there is a special youngsters menu. Choose the house specialty, the Great Spartan Classic. Enjoy the sports atmosphere by viewing all the Spartan sports memorabilia. Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Phone number 825-6155. A proud Spartan booster.
The all-new Larkin Greenwood Ford is proud to sponsor and support your Spartan athletic teams. Larkin Greenwood Ford is excited to be part of the Connersville and Whitewater Valley community. Larkin Greenwood Ford wants to earn your business by offering service and value. Please support the Larkin Greenwood Ford team that supports your Spartan teams. Like them on Facebook and visit them at 2350 Park Road in Connersville.
And back at Henshaw Field as Rushville Lions try to run a running back play, coming to the near side and losing yardage.
That was a quick time between the quarters there.
Yes, it was. So going to bring up 2nd down and 13. Ball placed at the 47-yard line of Rushville. So good job by the Spartan defense again, Tam.
Yes, it is. Makes it 2nd and 13.
Miller and Connersville moves and got back in their stance. And getting sideline signals from the sideline as a Rushville coach. And we got ball wasn't even snapped. As we got a false start on Rushville. That's going to back them up another 5 yards. So looked like the quarterback Miller was ready for the snap and ball wasn't snapped. So they got false start against the Lions, mark them off 5 yards, make up 2nd down and 18. Ball will be placed at the 42-yard line now. So the clock and the scoreboard down here is working, and that one they just turned back on. So,
yep.
And here comes the Lions, 2nd down and 18 from their own 42-yard line. Wide receivers to the right and to the left. Harper Miller, quarterback, puts a man in motion. Hands the ball off. Oh, keeps it himself, goes up the middle, got one man to beat. And just like that, he has stopped at the 30-yard line of Connersville. And we had seen that. That's the second time
they've run that.
And he ran one in for the touchdown. Miller did, because blocking up front was really, really good for that offensive line.
So a big gain here for the Lions. They hurry up right back to the line.
1st and 10 from the Connersville 30-yard line. Takes the snap, hands the ball off to Sizemore, goes over the left side, taking a couple of Spartans with him, and finally brought down just outside the 20. So that will be 2nd down. And 2nd down and about 3 as the clock continues to run. Coming up on 10:25 here in the 2nd quarter. Miller, the snap. Again to Sizemore, and Connersville was ready for that as they bring him down right at the line of scrimmage. So good job by the Spartan defense. And in on the stop for Connersville that time, number 79, Gavin Jones, along with a couple other teammates, bringing him down, not letting him go anywhere. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. Ball placed at the 24-yard line of Connersville. 20-7, Spartans lead. Miller, running back Sizemore in the backfield. Receivers to the right and to the left. And hands the ball off to Sizemore. Comes over to the near side and is going to be stopped out of bounds. We'll see if they give him 1st down yardage. And they're
going to be close. Yep, they're giving it to him.
They're going to move the sticks and give him a 1st down. So they see better down there on the sidelines than I do from up here. That's for sure. So another 1st down picked up by the Lions. As they get the markers set, they'll wind the clock. 9:35 coming up. Lions huddle up as Wolf getting the instructions from the sideline. Chase Wolf for the Lions brings the instructions out to the quarterback, Harper Miller. Sizemore behind Miller. Takes the snap. Hands the ball off to Sizemore. Tries to go around the right side. Good tackle that time by Chad Owens. And Chad looking down at Sizemore. I don't think you want to do that because the officials can hear and see. And you don't want to look down at a guy you just tackled because they could get you for taunting. And that'd be 15 yards and an automatic 1st down.
And we don't need that.
Keep your cool, guys. You're ahead.
Yeah.
Let's keep it that way. So Harper Miller comes to the sideline to get instructions from the coaching staff of the Lions. Brings up 2nd down and 13. Ball placed at the 24-yard line. Lions in Spartan territory. Miller looks over the defense. puts a man in motion, and we got a timeout called as a coaching staff for the Lions is really, really upset as he takes and rips his headset off, and he meets his team out on the field. Now, I'm not sure if that's the head coach or an assistant coach.
I don't know, but he was not happy with what he just saw.
And I'm going to guess that he's probably the head coach.
I would think so.
Because he was not happy. Something, the formation wasn't right or something, or they looked like they were going to run a different play than what was called. But so he calls timeout. Timeouts are powered by Noah's Battery. Charge your life at Noah's Battery across from Roberts Park, and by Rushville Energy, your touch-tone energy cooperative.
Yes, sir.
So
yeah, I think that is the head coach, Isaac Sliger. He is
new head coach.
New head coach here. Yes.
And now the timeout is over. We have 8:30 to go in this second quarter. There'll be a 20-minute halftime celebration of King and Queen and all kinds of festivities. 2nd and 13 from the Connersville 24. Man in motion. Well, Miller keeps it himself again this time and gets across the 20-yard line. And we'll call it the 25. So ball still placed at the 24-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it 13. As the Connersville's defense that time was ready for that run by and keeper by Miller.
Need another stop right here, Dave.
Yes, we do. Clock continues to run. Coming up on 8 minutes here in this second quarter. Glad you're with us. Glad you're listening tonight. Hope you're having a great Friday evening. Friday night under the lights.
Nothing better.
Absolutely. So Sizemore to the left of Miller this time in the backfield. Puts a man in motion. Snap back. Hands the ball off to the man in motion and tries to go upfield. And no place to go as that was Mo Magley. I'll call it Mangley as Manghellli. So no place to go. 4th down yardage now. And going to attempt a field goal. It will be a 40-yard field goal as they place the tee at the 30-yard line. So it'll be...
this would be a big boot right here.
Yes, it would. So, ready for the snap. A 40-yard field goal attempt by the Lions. Kick is up. Kick is low, and it's no good as it goes under the crossbar. And just like that, the Lions turn the ball over on downs to the Connersville Spartans. Spartans will have the football at the 20-yard line. We'll make it, the ball is placed at the 24-yard line.
That's about as deep as they've been.
Yes, so far in this first half.
Spartans will have the football to start the second half.
Yes, they will, as the Lions wanted the football to start the game. And a couple of fumbles here in this first half by the Connersville defense has really helped them a lot. Coming to the near side, Braden Pearson. Lynch in the slot. Pearson ready to take the snap. Going to pass. Looking left, still looking. Now goes over the middle and got a player that caught and said to touch the ground. So
yeah, that was close.
Ball's incomplete. That was intended for Carter DeBoard. And
he came up with it, but they're saying that the ball touched the ground first.
The ball is incomplete. Be 2nd and 10. Ball at the 20-yard line. Connersville comes up. Coming to the near side is Braden Pearson, who has also scored a touchdown tonight, along with Gavin Pearson on a run. Pearson ready to take the snap. Looking left, got a man wide open in the slot, and tackled and pushed back by the Lions. As looks like he might have got 4 yards on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 6. So Carter DeBoard on the reception that time for the Spartans. In case you just joined us, Connersville leads 20-7. Coming up on 6:30 to go here in this first half. We'll have an extended halftime with festivities out on the field, and you're going to have a guest, Mr. Duncan.
Mr. Duncan. Always glad to talk to him. He's a wealth of knowledge.
3rd and 6 from the 24. Pearson looks over the defense. Wide receivers to the left and to this near side. Man over the middle. Gavin Lynch got 1st down yardage and then some, and see no flags, and that's a good sign as they move the chains and picks up a 1st down for the Spartans. 1st downs are powered by Hickory Creek of Connersville on
North Grand Avenue across from Grandview School.
There you go. Coming up on 6 minutes to go, and there's a fly bugging me. If it don't go away, we might have to have a funeral. Coming to the near side, Braden Pearson in the slot, Carter to board. Gavin Pearson looks over the defense. Wide receiver to the far left, takes the snap, hands the ball off this time to Seifert. First time they've run the ball for a little bit, and it goes up the middle and got nowhere to go, as they may give him a yard at most. So Pearson's been passing the football really well here this evening. A lot better than the first 4 games of the year. So a pickup of a yard. We'll give him 2 yards. Scoreboard says 2nd and 8. Ball placed at the 38-yard line of the Spartans. Snap back. Pearson comes to the near side. Braden Pearson stiff arms one man, trying to go down the sideline, gets across midfield to the 45, and that's another first down. I see no flags. First down for Connersville is powered by Hickory Creek of Connersville on North Grand Avenue, across from
Grandview School.
There you go.
You know where it's at.
Ball placed just beyond the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. As the clock will move now, coming up on 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Connersville leads 20-7. On the move again. Pearson takes the snap, hands the ball off to Seifert, goes up the middle. It got 2 players to beat, and it's going to take about 4 Rushville Lions to bring him down as he gets stopped at about the 31-yard line. Another first down for Connersville. Comes at 4:48 to go, and just like that, Connersville on the move. First down's powered by
Hickory Creek, Connersville on North Grand Avenue, across from
beautiful Grandview School.
Be nice to tack on 7 more here before halftime.
Absolutely. Ball placed at the Lion 32, 1st and 10. Pearson looks over the defense. 3 receivers to the left. That's where he's going to go. Got a man wide open. It's Carter to board. And he's going to miss 1 tackle. This is another tackle. Still on his feet. Going to try to get into the end zone. He's going to be stopped before that happens, as he gets stopped right at the 15-yard line, according to the side judge, and brings up another first down. First downs, as you all know and have heard many times before, is powered by a great sponsor, Hickory Creek of Connersville on North Grand Avenue, across from.
And everybody at home say Grandview School.
Absolutely. Well, we'll stand up here and stick my head out the window so I can see this play at this far right of us. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Pearson hands the ball off again, this time to Seifert. Still on his feet, and now going to be pushed back. Connersville trying to hold him up, but he's going to get a couple yards on the play. See where they place the football. And they're going to give him maybe a yard at most. Not much movement there, so they're going to call it 2nd down. They're going to keep it at 2nd down and 10, 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Coming to the near side, far to the right of Pearson is Pearson, Braden Pearson. Gavin takes the snap, looks for him, goes into the end zone, and he's got a man wide open, and he dropped the football.
Man, he was right there.
Right there in his hands. Beautiful pass from Gavin to Braden. Braden couldn't bring it in. Of course, he had a defender on him, and that's what defenders do. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 from the Rushville Lion 14-yard line. Connersville breaks the huddle. Again, Braden Pearson comes to the near side. That's to the right. Carter DeBoer in the slot. Pearson looks defense, and he's going to pass to the left side over the middle, and looks like we had pass interference there.
Yep. They're not going to give it to us.
All over the Spartan that time, but no flag. So it's going to bring up 4th down. And see what the Spartans elect to do as Gavin Pearson goes to the sidelines. And I wouldn't be surprised if they don't call a timeout, try to get this play off before the play clock, as Pearson is still on the sideline. And I think maybe that they may call a timeout, as
they better. Play clock's down to 2.
So they do call a timeout. So Connersville calls its first timeout. Timeouts are powered by Noah's Battery. Charge your life at Noah's Battery across from Roberts Park, and by...
You looking to me?
Yeah.
and
Rush Shelby Energy.
Your
Touchstone
Energy
there
Cooperative. I knew that. You caught me off guard there.
I wanted to see if you're still awake.
Okay. So Spartans will draw something up here on 4th down.
Connersville looking to put another 6 points on the board as they scored and got the extra point on their first touchdown, but the next two, well, they got the extra point on this last touchdown, but the one in between, the PAT was blocked. So that gives you your 20 points. Band playing at the far end of the field, luckily away from the Connersville offense. Braden Pearson comes to the near side, to the right. And Lynch in the slot. The board also comes to the right. Kyle Seifert in the backfield going for it on 4th down, and now Rushville wants to call a timeout. So a little bit of strategy going on. It comes with 3:12 to go here in this first half. And you were talking about basketball. You made a reference to it as you...
slip of the tongue.
You thought you were a Spartan bowl, right?
Yeah.
Well, the boys basketball team will be competing in the Hall of Fame basketball tournament at Newcastle High School on December 30th of this year. The boys tournament will have the following teams in participate: Indianapolis Cathedral, Connersville, Homestead, and Westfield. Westfield will play Connersville. Homestead will play Cathedral. Tickets will be available at the office, and they're on sale right now, $10 a ticket. The ticket will be good for all 4 games that day. And we got 2,000 tickets. Let's sell out all those tickets and make it Spartan Nation red and white crowd that day.
That's right.
In the green and white gymnasium.
Yeah, Chrysler Fieldhouse, that red looks good.
Pearson going to pass over the middle. Got Lynch and goes over his fingertips. And Pearson took a hit. And we got a personal foul against Rushville. A late hit on Gavin Pearson, roughing the passer. So that's going to be an automatic first down. And we got some rumbling up here in the media booth. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I mean, that's okay.
It's
okay to be partisan.
They said that they were a rough team, so they come and play tough. So Pearson that time, late hit, and the flag comes out. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
They're still showing. Okay. All right. They're bringing them away. There it is. You're right. 1st and goal.
I was going to say it better be.
Better be.
After that personal foul penalty. So 1st and goal from the 7. They'll place the ball at the 7-yard line. So Connersville with 4 more downs to put points on the board. Pearson looks over the defense. Looking to pass. Man open is Lynch and tipped. Tipped at the line. And it could have been very easily intercepted, and it falls incomplete. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and goal for the Spartans.
Only took 2 seconds off the clock, 3:07 to play in the half.
So Connersville getting some instructions from the sideline. 2nd down and goal from the Rushville 7. Has been on target with passes, but that last time the defense of the Lions tipped that ball and could have been easily intercepted. Carter to board to the right of Pearson.
Delay a game.
And pass into the end zone, and still no flag for pass interference as Connersville wanting. There's a flag. Let's see what that flag is.
Well,
and a sideline.
Okay.
Coming back onto the Rushville side is telling their sideline to get back, and that's the 2nd time they've done that.
I'm surprised, though, the play clock went to 0 before that pass was ever attempted.
And they were yelling.
They had legitimate beef there.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down, and they move the ball. It's going to be 3rd down and goal, according to the yard marker across the way. So this time the ball is placed at the 4-yard line, or 3-yard line. Close in. Pearson takes a snap. Going to keep it, going to run himself. Go up the middle and walks right into the end zone. Gavin Pearson, quarterback for the Spartans, puts 6 more points on the board. There is no flag, and that's what we like to see. Good job by Gavin Pearson. That's the 2nd time he has run the football in for 6 points. comes with 2:58 to go here in this first half. So second quarter been a little bit longer than the first.
Well,
Due to some penalties and drop passes. Nolan Shaw ready to kick the extra point. Holder Gavin Lynch. Kick is up between the uprights, and it's good. So with 2:58 to go here in this first half, it's Connersville Spartans 27 and the Rushville Lions 7.
we'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Spartan Football on KMix 106.9.
Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Connersville Spartan Sports. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Gina Hartman, Devin Hornsby, and Gary Reebsummer for your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
And we are back at Spartan Field as Connersville Spartans now on top with 2:58 to play in the half. They're ahead 27-7 over their rival, the Lions of Rushville. And it's just about ready to kick it off to the Lions. Back with the action, the voice of the Spartans, Dave Pollard.
Thank you very much, Sam. Nolan Shaw will kick from the Spartan 40-yard line, and as been the case, he has hit low line drive kicks and tried to get into the end zone over the head of any of the return people for the Lions, and was successful on all of them except the last one, and it went out of bounds, created a 15-yard penalty. The Lions got it at their own 35, so Shaw will again attempt to kick it into the end zone. Approaches the ball, and another low kick end over end, and it's going to be, again, goes out of bounds, and just like that, we said could not happen again. It just did.
Yep.
Another 15-yard penalty as the ball is kicked out of bounds, and, you know, he's not trying to do that. He's trying to get it into the end zone away from any return people.
And he did it well for 3 times, but,
yes,
you know, that's takes a strong leg.
Yes, it does. I mean, he kicked the ball on a line drive. Sophomore kicker. He'll be around for a couple of more seasons, we hope, after this. So they're going to put the ball with the 15-yard out-of-bounds penalty at the 35-yard line of the Lions. The Lions come out. Sizemore, the running back. Harper Miller, the quarterback. First and 10 from their own 35-yard line. 2:58 to go in this first half. Man in motion. Hands the ball off to Sizemore. Goes over the right side, still on his feet, and finally brought down as he gets across the 40-yard line to the 42. Head coach for Rushville is telling his players, stay out on the field, hurry up offense, and that's what they do.
Still a lot of time here, 2:40 to play.
Some of the players holding up cards along the sideline. Miller looks to take the snap, and we got a flag. Offside against Connersville. What was he doing in there?
I don't know.
I'm not real sure, but fans liking a penalty against Connersville.
It's 8 o'clock. You're listening to the home of the Spartans, 106.9 FM and AM 1580 WLPK Connersville.
5-yard penalty puts the ball at the 40, we'll call it the 47-yard line. It'll be first and 10. Wind the clock, coming up on 2.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Spartans lead 27-7. After the movement of the ball and 5-yard penalty on the offside penalty against the Spartans, Harper Miller brings up the offense. Looks to the right, puts a man in motion, takes a snap, hands the ball off. He's going to keep it himself. Looks to pass and
dropped it
in the hands that time of Dylan Thompson, and he dropped it.
I don't think Thompson was ready for it.
Looked like he was still moving and just turned his head back and wasn't expecting the ball that quick. So it's going to bring up second down and 10 from the Rushville 47. Again, clock stoppage with the incomplete pass. 2:10 to go. Miller comes to the sideline, gets instructions from the coaching staff. Brings the offense up to the line. Spartan defense has really played well here in this first half. Miller looks over the defense, man in motion again. Hands the ball off. Nope, keeps it himself. Ball comes loose. Connersville's got the football. Again, Connersville's got the football. And that time the ball picked up by number 58, Elijah Murray, as the ball come loose from Miller. And Connersville comes up with another great defensive effort as he get that fumble back.
Plenty of time yet for the Spartans to score again.
Harper Miller, the quarterback, is just a sophomore, 5'11", 165, and he's had trouble hanging on to the football. So ball will be placed at the Lion 43-yard line, 1st and 10 with 2:06 to go in the half. Connersville with the football. Braden Pearson comes to the near side. Inside the slot is Carter DeBoard. Looking to take the snap, Gavin Pearson, who has ran for 2 touchdowns here tonight. Going to pass, being chased. Got a man wide open over the middle. And that's Carter DeBoard coming to the near sideline, going down the sideline, being chased, and going to be run out of bounds. But you're going to pick up another first down for the Connersville Spartans. First downs are powered by Hickory Creek of Connersville on North Grand Avenue across from
Grandview School.
Clock at 1:57. And place the ball just outside the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. We'll call it the 30. 27-7. Spartans lead here in this first half. Braden Pearson to the near side right in front of us. Gavin takes the snap, hands the ball off to Kyle Seifert, goes up the middle, got one man to beat, still on his feet, trying to get into the end zone. It's going to be stopped at about the 5-yard line. But, boy, that was a nice run. Good blocking up front for Connersville. And we got some more chirping going on out there. And
we don't need any of that.
Some of the Rushville players are pulling their teammate away. You know, I was told by a guy who keeps the sideline markers that you hear all kinds of things out there. But, yeah, they're just chatting to one another. They want to know where to go eat after the game, you know.
Yeah, what you doing tomorrow?
First down powered by Hickory Creek of Connersville on North Grand Avenue across from
Grandview School.
1st and goal from the 5-yard line of the Lions. Connersville's offense comes up to the line. Braden Pearson to the right side, board in the slot. Hands the ball off to Seifert. Goes up the middle and to the end zone. And another touchdown by the Connersville Spartans with 1:22 to go in this first half. Most definitely the most points I think I've seen Connersville play or put on the board in the first half. And, you know, some of the Connersville players, Braden Pearson trying to keep his players away from the Lions. The Lions are trying to get, I don't know if they are or not. Just play football, guys. Come on, okay?
Play. Yeah.
Let's play football. 33-7 with 1:22 to go. Gavin Lynch will do the holdings. Nolan Shaw will do the kicking for the Spartans. Snap is back, kick is up, and it's blocked. So it's no good, and then the 2 points that have been left on the board for the Spartans, but they lead 33-7.
And that ties their season high of points, their first game when they lost to Richmond 48-33. We still got a half football to play.
Yes, we do. And, you know, Connersville, the Spartans would love nothing better than to beat the Lions here on their home field and keep that trophy, take it back to Connersville.
Yeah, it looks real good over there on Spartan Drive.
I haven't seen it, but we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it.
So with the 6 points added to the 27, makes it 33-7. And Nolan Shaw again will kick off. He's had a lot of action here in this first half.
Yes.
He's going to be ready to rest that leg and foot here at halftime.
So Nolan about ready to kick that off. One of the great rivalries, one of the oldest rivalries in the state of Indiana right here between the Rushville Lions and the Connersville Spartans. Always a lot of fun. So coming back up with 1:22 to play, Spartans lead 33-7. Back with the call, here's Dave Pollard.
Thank you very much, Sam. Nolan Shaw ready to kick from the Spartan 40-yard line. He has not let a Lion touch the football so far this first half. Line drive kicks, tries to kick it to the end zone, and that's a high kick that time as it will be returned coming up at the 5-yard line to the 10 to the 20.
They passed it off.
Passed it off, coming around to this side, and Braden Jones upends him right at the 30-yard line.
Nice handoff there.
So nice handoff, a little dipsy-do around the horn. And so the Lions will start 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. As that time Shaw kicked the ball and was returned by the Lions, and maybe that's something we need to look at here in the second half. First and 10 from their own 31-yard line, 1:14 to go here in the first half. Connersville leads 33-7. Harper Miller still in the quarterback. Has Sizemore in the backfield, puts a man in motion. Hands the ball off to the man in motion. He's going to be sacked by 5 yards at least. As a handoff that time went to number 21, Dylan Thompson, and the Connersville defense was ready. And evidently one of the Lions said something, and the official with the white hat looked at him like, really?
Yeah, don't be saying that.
You want to go there?
Under a minute to play here in the half.
And here comes the Lions. Second down. Ball placed at the 16. Second down and 25. Put the man in motion again is Thompson. Miller hands the ball off to him. No, he's going to pass down the sideline, and it's going to be fall incomplete in front of number 2, Chase Wolf, as was the intended receiver. Falls incomplete. Going to bring up third down and 25. Actually, it's third down and 16. The ball placed at the 25. I'll get my numbers right here in a minute.
You went to Alquina High School, right? Which is a good thing.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. I'm just saying it's a good thing.
Well, why'd you say that then?
Well, that's where you learn to cipher.
Okay. Absolutely, I sure did. The ball placed at the 25-yard line brings up third down and 16. Third and long. A passing down, you would think, but we've seen Miller take and keep the ball and run up the middle quite a bit here tonight, and he does the same thing when he goes over the right side, still on his feet, got one blocker to beat, and another one finally tackled at about the 35-yard line. So he does not get the first down, but he picks up good yardage, about 10 yards on that play. It's going to bring up fourth down, and we'll call it fourth down, and we'll call 6 yards. So we got a timeout on the field. All timeouts are powered by Noah's Battery. Charge your life at Noah's Battery across from Roberts Park, and by
Rush Shelby Energy, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Ball placed at the 35-yard line of the Lions. It'll be fourth down and 7, we'll call it.
24.2 to play in the half. We'll see. I would think they would go for it here.
Well, they call timeout, so the scoreboard doesn't say how many timeouts each team has, but that's okay.
I think Rushville's taken 2 and Connersville's taken 1, I think.
Right.
If my memory serves me correctly.
So the Lions come out and kicking the football. They're going to punt the football away. And back to receive is Lynch. Make sure it's a good punt, and it is. And almost blocked that time, but Lynch lets it go out of bounds. And a shorter kick that time as Lynch let it roll out of bounds, and Connersville will take over. First and 10 inside their own territory. We'll see where they place the football. They're going to place it at the 40-yard line. They're going to say it went out of bounds at the 40, so it'll be first and 10 at the 40. Maybe one play, and then we'll have halftime, and you got a halftime guest.
Yeah, he was standing behind us here somewhere.
He didn't go far, I'm sure.
Probably outside where it's cooler. So
17.4
to play here. Still time for the Spartans to do something.
Yes, it is. You might see a really long play. Braden Pearson to the near side. Hands the ball off to Seifert. Goes up the middle. Still on his feet. 2 tackles. Still on his feet. Picks up first down yardage just like that. And they stop the clock at 9.3. And still a little bit of chirping going on out there. 9.3 to go. First downs are powered by Hickory Creek of Connersville on North Grand Avenue across from
Grandview School.
So they're going to place the ball at the Lion 44-yard line. Connersville calls its timeout, and all timeouts are powered by
Rush Shelby Energy, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, and by Noah's Battery. Charge your life at Noah's Battery. We know a guy across from Roberts Park.
And we know a guy. Go up and see Jim for all your battery needs, and Rush Shelby Energy lighting up everybody's world as they should.
Yes, sir.
Great sponsors. Glad they're on our broadcast. We appreciate each and every one of them. So timeout over. Connersville comes back on the field. They're ready. Lions now come out on the defensive end. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line of the Lions. Coming to the near side, Braden Pearson. Wide receivers to the right and to the left. In the slot, Carter DeBoard. Gavin Pearson ready to take the snap, and we got movement, and we got timeout called. We got a flag and see what this is.
Well, hopefully we're not. We're backing up, so going to go against the Spartans, and you've been talking about a lot of jawing going on out there, so
illegal formation. So I'm not sure how that would be explained, but maybe if Coach Jackson is listening or watching TV3, you never know.
You never know.
Why?
I'm sure he is. So it's a big penalty here. 15-yarder.
Illegal contact? Not real sure. I didn't hear anybody down there to say so. 15-yard variety, that backs Connersville up to its own 40-yard line. And I would just take a knee and let the clock run out and get off the field, because you're going to get the football start the second half.
Yeah. Don't want to turn it over here for sure and let them run one in. 1st and 25 now.
As the play clock is still at 25. And they make sure that the ball is where it's supposed to be. And they start the play clock. Hands the ball off to Seifert, going up the middle. Tackled there by about 4 Lions. It still breaks tackles and gets up to close to the 50-yard line. And that is the end of the first half. So your score at halftime is the Connersville Spartans 33, the Rushville Lions 7.
We'll be back with the halftime show in 2 minutes. This is Spartan Football on KMix 106.9.
Urban Winkler Funeral Home in Connersville and Liberty is a family-owned funeral home. Urban Winkler Funeral Home considers it an honor to be selected to care for a family member at the time of a passing. The friendly staff at Urban Winkler Funeral Home pledges to care for all your family needs to the best of their ability. 2 locations to serve you: in Connersville at 513 West 8th Street and in Liberty at 310 North Main Street. Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, gives you the very best deals in tires. Don's has all major brands available in stock and in all price ranges. You can rely on Don's Auto Sales and Tires, in business for over 40 years. And Don's Auto Sales has a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles in prices ranging from $1,000 to $30,000. Need new tires or a quality vehicle? Available from Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, Connersville. The phone number is 825-7730. It's events like this game that make our community such a great place in which to live, work, and play. All of us at FCN Bank applaud the CHS Spartans for their hard work and dedication. Thank you for reminding us once again why we all choose to call this place home. FCN, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Go CHS Spartans. Good luck. FCN Bank, member FDIC.
Hickory Creek in Connersville, visitation is now open with a limit of 2 visitors at a time. Hickory Creek provides long-term care, nursing services, rehabilitation, and a sense of community. Join the tight-knit family today by stopping by at 2600 North Grand Avenue in Connersville. If you are vaccinated, there's no need to isolate upon admission. They are ecstatic to see families reunited with open visitation. Hickory Creek at Connersville, where neighbors taking care of neighbors means something.
And we are back at Henshaw Field in Rushville, where the Connersville Spartans lead at halftime. It's nice to say that, 33-7, as we bring in athletic director Brent Duncan, and pretty good half of football for the Spartans. There you go.
Yeah, I think the kids have played well. They played with enthusiasm, and defensively, they did the right reads for the most part. Seems like we got some kids getting after the ball this week, and a couple times in the past weeks I wasn't sure they were getting after the ball as hard as I think they can, and today when they do, you see a little bit of difference in what the outcome can be.
Thought Shaw's done a great job of kicking here tonight. He's had a couple of them go out of bounds, but able to put it down that corner a few times, and I thought that helped the Spartans as well.
Well, Nolan's been at a good job of kicking it and kicking it all the way to the end zone, so it makes it a little bit longer when you got to go 20 yards instead of 45 or 50. So hopefully he'll continue to do that. He's struggled with his PATs here the last couple times, but that'll come, and sometimes that might be the snap, it might be the hold, just a combination of all of those things.
Already scored our season high points in a half. Our other time was for the entire game at Richmond at 33. So this is good to see. Two teams come in here 0-4, but Spartans came ready to play.
Well, you hope they come out. We get the ball to start the second half, so it's key for us. A 3 years ago we were up at halftime and they onside kicked it and recovered it and turned the whole tide of the whole second half, and we ended up being on the losing end of that.
I remember that.
So it's going to be important that we come out of the locker room at halftime with the same intensity that we started with and take the ball down the field and make it 40-7.
That was the Lions' last win, and that came September 20th, 2019, when they beat us in overtime over here.
I hope this is the next, not the last loss headed forward. So.
Well, we hope not. We hope not. But a nice lead here at halftime. Be great to come out. We got the ball to start the second half, so be great to come out and score right away and score again and for once have the running clock on our side.
Yeah, I mean, that's the object. So I think if we can come out and score the first drive, whatever thoughts they have about coming back and go out the window pretty quick when you're down that. If we give up one more score, the clock's going to run and it's going to be a shortened second half, and it'd be good for our kids to experience that as well.
Sure would. We'll switch gears here a little bit. You and I, along with some of the coaching staff, went to Noblesville last week and for the big Hall of Fame cookout that they had, if you want to call it that. But we got some tickets for sale.
Yeah, they're for sale. I'll get an article out this week on the web and get it sent to the newspaper. But you can start coming into the athletic office. We are allotted 2,000 tickets for the Hall of Fame game. December the 30th at Newcastle. It'll be us against Westfield in the opening game at 10 in the morning. Cathedral will then play Homestead the game after that. And of course, then the winners will play the winners at night. And hopefully that'll be us in the final game against, maybe we'll play the other Shamrock team. But we have 2,000 tickets in the office. They're $10 a piece, and that's good for the whole day. So we'd like to be one of those teams to get all of our 2,000 tickets sold and have a great crowd, which we normally have. And it'd be nice to get those sold out as early as possible. So they're not limited to anybody that has a season ticket. It's first come, first serve. And if you want to buy 10, you can buy 10. So they're on sale 8 to 4 in the athletic office. And if you make arrangements, sometimes we're there a little bit later. And just as long as we know you're coming, sometimes we can hang out because we got events there.
Yeah, 2,000. If we could take 2,000 people up there, I think red and white looks real good inside Chrysler Fieldhouse.
Well, if we can sell our 2,000, then you can go to the door and buy what's left, and we can get 3,000 or 4,000 in there. That's just a great representation of, Spartan athletics in Connersville, Indiana.
Well, quite an honor even to be invited to this. I mean, it's the best of the best in the state of Indiana.
We sit there and listen to the coaches talk about all their Division I recruits they got and all the scholarships we have, and currently, right now, we know that Toby's going to go to IU East and play next year, and that's a quality NAIA program. And,
right.
Garrett Silcott's played there, and they've done very well. And as Brownie says, we're just going to come in fundamentally sound and play our game. And as the Westfield coach said, he's trying to figure out how we can score 40 points. So
yeah,
but
that's right. So
it's just a different world, different thoughts, different mindsets, different ideas of what a program is to be like. And let's don't make any punches. For us to be successful at the level that we have been, we have to be fundamentally sound, and we have to play possession basketball and take care of it every time.
Yeah, we've got great kids and great athletes, but those other schools that we talked about, they've got a lot of Division I players. It may not necessarily be in basketball, but if you're a Division I baseball player and you play basketball, you still know what it takes.
No, exactly, and right now we have one that I think is verbally committed to play Division I baseball, and that's Chance Bentley's verbally committed to Evansville, which is great for Chance.
Yes, it is.
And great for us. But since Matt Howard, that's our last Division I player on the boys' side that we've had. We had Paxton and Reese swim at Xavier. We've got a lot of kids playing in NAIA, and I think people forget there's great athletics no matter which level they are. Evans playing at Division II at Hillsdale in Michigan, and that's a solid football program. And I think people get hung up on that. If you're not a Division I athlete, you're not going to have good sports at the next level.
I've seen some great basketball played at Lingle Fieldhouse at IU East.
Oh, exactly. You know, and you think Scottie Pippen came from a small school, and you know, just go down the line. The linebacker from the Leonard for the Colts played at Division II school, and they're all out there. And if you're that good and you work at it, you got the right people, they'll find you wherever you're at.
Let's talk a little bit about other things that's been going on this week in Spartan athletics.
Well, it's been a busy. We got a busy week coming up this week. So I think there's something at home every night this coming week. Plus, you know, it's homecoming for us next week. Obviously, I don't know a lot about Simon Kenton.
I know they're not playing tonight.
Coach Jackson says they're kind of similar to a Lawrenceburg type school, which means if they're going to be pretty solid coming in. But we were running out of options. We didn't have anybody wanting to play us during week 6.
And really, that's not that far of a trip.
No, it's just across the line around Erlinger, and or not Erlinger, on Florence, just on the other side. And but you know, we got tennis conference coming up next week at Greensburg, and our tennis team's done well. Unfortunately, we lost our first 2 matches of the year this week to Newcastle 3-2 and to Rushville 3-2. So they were playing Greensburg tonight on the makeup night. I haven't heard the outcome of that one yet. So it's been a tough week in tennis for us. There's 3 of the 4 better schools that we played, you know, and they've had some big wins. And girls soccer had a big win the other night, and boys soccer has played well. And girls golf was in a sectional today. Unfortunately, none of them were able to get out. And Kaylin Moore was probably our closest to being in the top 3 on non-advancing teams. But, you know, they had a good season overall and made improvements. And, you know, that's what you're looking for. Cross country's getting ready to have our big invitational next Tuesday night with 16 teams coming in on Tuesday, and we got volleyball going on that night. We got a middle school football game going on night, and swimming going on night for the middle school. So trying to figure out where we're going to put everybody.
You're going to be a busy guy there.
We'll make it work. So, you know, as long as the kids have those opportunities to participate, you know, that's what it's about. It's not always about the wins and losses, although we all want to win and lose. It's about lessons that you learn, and if the coaches that are coaching you are great people and teaching those life lessons as well as winning. Obviously, the goal is to win, but there's a right way to win and a wrong way to win.
And you can learn from losing.
You know, Michael Jordan has said many times he's learned a lot more from the shots he's missed than the shots he's made, and he's missed more than he's ever made. So there's a lot of learning going on in those moments.
That there is. And so fall sports will be getting underway pretty soon here, and some practicing and stuff will be starting.
Yeah, winter sports right now is in their limited contact time, so they are actually able to practice a couple days a week, 2 hours at a time, with their toys and their whistles and their balls. And that'll end here coming about October 15th for everybody but the winter season, and October 17th, I think, is the first day of girls basketball practice. So then shortly thereafter, it'll be swimming, and then it'll be wrestling, and then basketball, and then we'll get into gymnastics. So before long, it'll be February, and we'll be talking about spring.
Yeah, yeah. We sometimes wish our lives away here, but because there's a lot of good things that go on all year long.
Well, I think people, if they take the opportunity to come out and watch our kids, we have great kids. They're great students. They're good at, you know, in the classroom. Very rarely are they ever in trouble doing things. And when you talk to them, you just know that they're going to be good adults as they grow up. Listen to what their stories are, you know, outside of what athletics is about, you know, and having the ability to sit down and talk to them what they want to do after this life, or after this part of their life and going into the next part, and seeing the kids come back from college. And, you know, Coach Brown has his golf outing, and the 2 Newman boys say, am I going to have a chance to see you tomorrow? And then, you know, Johnny and Joey's been gone for 30 years almost playing here, and those connections that you make with the kids along the way that carry on with them for life is just as I remember conversations and things with my coaches and teammates from, you know, the 70s. So,
speaking of golf tomorrow, talking to Coach Brown today, and record turnout for the boys' golf tournament.
He's got his big golf tournament he always hosts, and the people that come out and do a great job of supporting him. And obviously, he does a lot for our kids in the basketball program. And you know, and people don't see what all of our coaches do in behind the scenes, not just with boys basketball. You know, we're going to start up a girls' dirt road league this year with Coach Harder. Coach Brown does one in January. She's going to start hers up in February, and all the girls' regular season things are starting to end, so they're going to continue that on through February. And that's a good thing for our little girls. So hopefully, if you got little girls that are interested in basketball, bring them out to the field house in February and see if we can get that roll. We've started middle school tennis this year, and that's good for our kids because in the past we weren't picking up tennis rackets until freshmen in high school, and that's
a little late.
So now we've got a tennis club at the middle school, and we started middle school baseball and middle school softball about 3 years ago, and those two sports have bloomed. And at the point now where we really need a 7th grade team and an 8th grade team for each of those. So sometimes it's just about equipment and things we got to get them and fields to play on. And we try to work all those things
coaches
out. And finding the right coaches. You always get people who want to coach, but sometimes isn't always the right coach. And, you don't want a coach that's going to turn the kids off. And so that's part of it. Everybody's got an answer, but sometimes you got to find the right solution.
That's right. Well, it's good to hear that Coach Harder wants to start that dirt road and hopefully bring back some tradition there with.
Well, for her, you stop and think about what she's been through since she's gotten here, and obviously watching the games, I've seen a lot of improvement in how the kids play. First year here, she's hired after school starts, so no summertime. Second year here, she can't have summertime because it's COVID. So this is really the first summer that she's been able to actually get the girls in the gym and working with them. And so when you stop about thinking how long it takes to turn a program around, really this year's incoming freshman is the first group of kids in 3 years she's actually been able to coach during the summertime.
That's right.
With her upperclassmen that come in. So.
Right. And she's got some good talent coming back, I think, for the year.
Yeah, we'll be short in the senior class, and Paige is back, and then you got Sarah and Brittany and Carson and other seniors, and then you hope that Abby Schwartz and Sinback and Lucas and all those younger girls that are tall and lanky can grow into their bodies, and we got incoming freshman kids, and you just never know. We got a couple big girls, and we got about a 5'9", 5'10" girl as a freshman. We got about a 6-footer in the 7th grade already, so hopefully that'll continue to grow, and she'll be a little bit taller than 6 foot when she gets to be the high school. So we haven't had a big 5'9". Grandpa says she's 6'1". Volleyball coach says she's about 5'11". But well, we'll take them either way in 7th grade.
Yesterday I was at the funeral home and talking to Lynn Ross Houston, and I thought, I'm looking up at her and I'm thinking, we haven't had a girl with that size in a while, and she was one of the greats from Connersville.
Yeah, Lynn and Eilish used to be Eilish Stewart. It's Eilish Harmeyer now. And they're doing a great job with our middle school volleyball program. And, obviously, Lynn played at IUPUI, so she's got a lot of knowledge of the game. And unfortunately, for the girls, she doesn't have any girls. She's got 3 boys. But Lynn's probably thought we do have about a 6'2" girl walking to school, but I can't get her out for sports. So
they've got to want to do it.
Their own niches in life and things they enjoy doing.
That's right. And as long as they're active in something, I'm looking out here at the Rushville band, and very impressive out here on their field tonight with their uniforms and the numbers that they have, and that's good to see for them as well. And I always talk about the band kids, having been a band parent, that they work just as hard as athletes.
Oh, Levi's got his kids out in the parking lot all hours of the night, all day, and I think they do a good job, and it's just a matter of him trying to get the numbers back up, and they've been growing over the last couple of years, and then, coming October, right before fall break, you get a chance to go and watch our drama kids with drama coach Eklund, and those kids do a great job, and some of them are our athletes and some are not, but you get a chance to see our plays coming up in the fall, get in there and see our kids in the Robert E. Wise, and they've always been good, and those kids, I don't think people know how many hours those kids put in memorizing lines, building the stages, getting everything down pat. So, we got a lot of good things. Sadie does a great job with our choir kids, and so
typically, whether you're involved in sports or the arts like that, typically that makes for a good student in the classroom.
Yeah, I think those kids who are in band or choir, like to draw, like to make things. Those are your kids who've got a little idea of structure in their life. And they've found something they've hooked into. You always used to talk about being a student, but you got to find that hook that keeps bringing them. For some of them, it's band. For some of them, my daughter loved art, making jewelry design with Lori Small and Anola Delaney. She loved those classes. And those are the things that keep the kids coming back. Not everybody's going to be an athlete. Some are always going to just be an academic student. And I remember talking to Doug Flum, his oldest boy, Jordan, who was valedictorian. And he was all about getting those A+, but that was his niche.
And that's good,
and
too.
He loved it and went to Butler, had a great time.
There's competition involved there as well.
Yeah, he had calculated his senior year how many A-pluses the salutatorian had to get to beat him and how many he had to get so she couldn't catch him.
Yeah, that's great.
Before the season started. Before the year even started. So, I think we offer a lot to all of our kids. And, you hear a lot of bad things about the high school. If you ever get a chance to be a part of it, you'll know there's millions more good things that's going on, but you only get to hear sometimes about the things that happen that are on the good side. But, and maybe that's our fault of not tooting our horns enough. But
and I think sometimes you don't.
Our valedictorian last year left with 67 college credits that anybody in the state has to accept. So it's almost 2 years of college that are paid for him.
That's great.
Every kid has the opportunity, no matter what your socioeconomic is, to come in and get those same opportunities at the high school.
And I think we do a good job. Maybe some of our facilities are getting a little older and that type of thing, but I think we do a good job of maintaining those with the money that we have. Face it, we're not one of the donut schools around Indianapolis that has the big bucks coming in.
Well, we always try to make improvements, and we got things we're planning. Hopefully in the future we can get off and running. We've redone the soccer field, put in a new softball field, built a field house. Obviously we're looking at baseball fields and maybe redoing the football field in time and the swimming pool and, just for things for our kids to do. But, I always laugh and joke. And Grady's a newspaper. If I want to put it in, I said, well, if you could ever find us a person who just loves and wants to donate, we're always looking to sit and listen. So
anybody out there listening tonight?
I try not to say that too often because you hate to ask people for that. But you hear of those things happening. I know somebody said that. Somebody in Newcastle reached out to somebody. They're trying to build new tennis courts, and the guy took a picture of himself. And from what I gathered, I have no reason to doubt the source. It's just donated $500,000 to help him build tennis courts.
Well,
so that'd be awesome to have.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So,
but
they can call Brent Duncan at 825.
We'll listen no matter what. So. But no, it's been a great experience, for us. And I've been here since 1989, and my wife I love it here. And my daughter graduated here. Now we're raising our grandkid here, and I don't think I could find a better school corporation for us to be in.
And better fan participation, community participation, and backing. That
I think I sometimes don't think our kids realize what it is when you play here with our people that come and watch. When I go to enough places and I see what doesn't show up at the road games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And over the years, I've seen that. Dave sees that how fortunate we really are.
Exactly.
Well, Brent, appreciate you taking time out here at halftime to come up and talk to us, and we'll see you down the road here next week for sure.
We'll be busy, but we'll be there, and hopefully we'll get this opening kickoff and get us another score.
I hope so too. All right, Brent Duncan,
thanks,
the
Sam.
athletic director at CHS. Dave and I will be back with second half action after this 30-second timeout. This is Spartan football on KMix 106.9.
Natural gas is America's best home value when compared to other energy sources. And now gas is an even better value with the Ohio Valley Gas Incentive Program. Replace your electric furnace or electric hot water heater with a clean-burning natural gas model and get big rebates from Ohio Valley Gas. See the incentive plan online at ovgc.com or call your Ohio Valley Gas office. You'll discover that natural gas is more economical and more comfortable. Ohio Valley Gas, fueling your future naturally.
And we are back at Henshaw Field in Rushville, where the Connersville Spartans lead 33-7. They've put 3 minutes on the clock, as they always do, and both teams back out onto the field. They'll be taking some warm-ups here, and momentarily we will have this game underway. But, Dave, you got some numbers?
Yeah, these are unofficial, of course, from my good buddy to my right, Terry Davidson, but he's got Connersville passing 9 of 21 for 142 yards. So those are unofficial, of course. So the passing game has been on target. He indicated that there was only 2 incomplete passes. So a couple tip passes as well. But Connersville offense has come to play along with their defense. I was really impressed with Connersville's defense that first half. They recovered at least 2, maybe 3 fumbles. You may have that number, but their eyes have been on the football tonight, and it's on the ground. They go after it. So 3 fumbles they've recovered.
2 actually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we knew that both offense and defense was going to have to play well. You're playing here at Rushville. This is a rivalry game. We've already seen evidence of chirping going on from both teams. And, you know, Connersville just got to use your head and play good, solid football. It doesn't do any good to open your mouth because officials can hear that. They see it, and they're going to flag you if they really want to. Sometimes they look the other way. Sometimes their ears become a little on the deaf side. But, you know, it is what it is, and you just got to play good, solid football. You've got a 26-point lead. That's 3 touchdowns at plus. So play good, solid football the second half.
Well, Brent and I were talking there at halftime. It'd be good to score on this opening drive here of the second half and then come right back and score again and turn the tables. We've had a running clock against us a few times this year. Let's put a running clock on them.
Absolutely. And we've seen that
I don't enjoy it when it happens to us.
No, absolutely not. Well, Connersville, as you said, will get the football to start this second half.
So the Lions are back out on the field. We're awaiting the Spartans as the clock's winding down to 40 seconds. So here come the Spartans out, and we'll be ready here. And you stepped outside. I feel a little bit of breeze coming in here. It's still pretty warm here in the press box.
In the stands, it's still a little close.
Yeah, okay.
So we've got lots of Rushville fans here to cheer on their team.
And a big crowd over on the far side there.
Yes, sir.
From Spartan Nation. So we're just about ready to get the second half underway. Now with the call of the second half, the voice of the Spartans, Dave Pollard.
Thank you very much, Sam. Kicking from their own 40-yard line, the Lions. End over end short kick. Going to be the up man, and he'll take a knee. And that would be Braden Jones. And so across the 30-yard line, see where they place it. And Jones, instead of trying to run it back, just took a knee. And Connersville will start 1st and 10